there. My name is Alyssa Snyder and I'm super excited to share my weight loss story with you. And because it's been a process. I am about 6.5 years post gastric sleeve surgery, and it all kind of started kind of different. So I'm going to first start with my story and tell you why I had the surgery and then go from there. So for 10 years, I was over 300 pounds. I put my husband through pharmacy school and I worked as a restaurant manager, not doing the job that I'd gone to college for and wanted to do. And during this time, I kind of really let myself go, and I am a compulsive overeater. And I struggle with that still to this day. And I ate compulsively and just got in a very, very dark place. I lost who I was. I lost my charisma, my excitement for life. And I got to a point where I was on my second baby, and I had had 2 babies at 300 pounds. Like, I never got above 305, even pregnant, but I had 2 babies during that time. And I woke up one day, 30 years old, with a 6-week-old baby in a very, very dark place. And we had just moved and gone to another state with my husband's job. And I was here in Louisiana, sweating my tail off in the heat, overweight, exhausted, and I just wasn't the mom that I wanted to be to my babies. I was momming from the couch. I could not wait for bedtime because I was exhausted. I didn't feel like I was giving them that. I mean, I loved them. I was giving them tons of attention, but I wasn't physically giving them their mommy. And I had a situation where I had the most active 2-year-old on the planet. And I'm sure you guys can totally relate, because somebody's got a little boy out there like this, where you hear them coming before you actually see them because they're just loud and rambunctious. And so I had a situation where someone opened the front doors of a restaurant and we were sitting at a table, and my little 2-year-old ran out the front door. And at 305 pounds, I literally barely caught my baby by his hair as a car passed inches from him. And it was my wake-up moment, and my moment that I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, God has trusted you with these 2 little people to take care of them, and you're not taking care of yourself. How are you going to take care of little people? And I went home and told my husband that I was done, and we second mortgaged our house. And I had weight loss surgery, gastric sleeve surgery, 12 days later. And I lost 100 pounds very, very, very quickly. And I am thankful that I had the surgery, because the surgery is a tool. You have it as a tool, and if you don't learn anything in those months post-surgery and change your life and your eating habits, you're going to gain it all back. My mom gained every single pound back. She had the exact same surgery that I had, and that's why I was never open to having the surgery, because I kind of felt like, she had it, she gained the weight back. But we have to address the issues as why we're binge eating, why we're eating this way in the first place, and why we've gotten to where we've gotten. So I started reading a lot of books, doing a lot of self-development, but I lost 100 pounds. And I was 6 months out, and I got to 195 pounds, and I could lose no more weight. I'm talking no more weight. I was running 6 miles a day, training for a half marathon, eating all of my protein, getting in at least 70 to 75 grams of protein every single day. But no matter what I did, the weight would not come off. And I was frustrated. So we were going from doctor to doctor, going back to our bariatric specialist, trying to figure out, what was going on. Why was this happening? They were doing blood samples, trying to figure everything out. They're like, your hormone levels are normal, your blood sugar's normal, everything is normal. We think maybe you're exercising too much. Maybe you're eating too much. Maybe you need to reduce your eating or eat more. So I started trying all different types of things in order to lose weight. I started eating more and exercising the same amount. Then I tried exercising less And at that point, when I started exercising less and eating what I was eating, I started putting weight on. And I was frustrated. I mean, really frustrated. And it was a joke around our house. Like, yeah, we second mortgaged our house for me to weigh 195 pounds. I'm working my butt off and nothing's happening. And I was stressed. Like, I was upset because I had felt like I had used that 6 months to change my life, change my eating habits, get more active. But I was still tired. Like, I was still exhausted. And I'm sure you can feel me on this because after having the surgeries, you know, your body processes things differently than it processes them before, like in the past. So I was having problems taking bariatric vitamins. I ended up on Flintstone vitamins, even though I hate artificial sweeteners, because I couldn't take the bariatric vitamins without being super ill. My hair had fallen out, tons of it, which is normal and to be expected with the surgery, but at this point it was supposed to have been coming back, but I just was not getting enough nutrition as far as, you know, being able to take the vitamins. So at this point, I had a friend who was sharing Plexus, and I gotta be honest, I was like, I'm not putting that in my body. I just altered my body and literally cut off half an organ. There was no way I was going there. But I mean, I was happy for her. Way to go, girl. I'm excited for you if that's what's working for you. And I said, I just can't put those chemicals in my body. And my husband is a pharmacist, and my friend brought the ingredient list to my husband and said, look, she's frustrated. She's exhausted. I really feel like she needs our vitamin, and she needs our probiotic for her gut health, and she needs the Slim, because how can she be tired and exhausted and she's down 100 pounds? So my husband looked over the ingredients and he said, Alyssa, it's actually natural ingredients. Your body is depleted of its chromium. It's depleted of so many different things. And I really feel like if you took these probiotics and this vitamin and this drink, that maybe it could balance your body. What do you have to lose? You're trying everything in the world and you're not losing weight. So I said, okay, fine. I'll give it a try. So I started the products, and I told my friend, I said, I'm gonna try it just to be nice. I said, but I'm telling you, I get nauseated with every multivitamin I take. This one's gonna be no different. And she's like, okay, I love your positivity. And I said, I'll try the products just because they have a 60-day money-back guarantee, but they're not gonna work for me. And she said, just give it a shot, Alyssa, and be consistent and see what happens. And so I was nervous. I decided I would drink half the drink in the morning because I couldn't get in that much liquids. And then I would drink the other half in the afternoons. And I was able to do that. I did not start everything at the same time. I started just the Slim. And within 7 days, first of all, I was down 2 pounds. And that was like a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm down 2 more pounds, like something's happening. But first I was like, okay, maybe I just got off the plateau I was on. It's not the products, right? But when I woke up refreshed and was sleeping all night long, all night, like I wasn't waking up in the middle of the night, I felt better and I had the energy to play with my kids. I called Heather and I was like, Heather, I haven't even started the vitamin yet, but there's something in this pink drink. Like, I'm feeling better. There's no stimulants in this pink drink, and I'm feeling better. And I was really excited, and I am totally willing to eat crow and tell her that I was wrong, because the pink drink was helping me feel better. So the second thing I started was the X Factor vitamins, but I can tell you that I took the regular X Factor and still take the regular X Factor instead of the X Factor Plus. Both of them have a patented aloe vera blend in them, okay? But the X Factor Plus was a little bit too much for me, and I still get nauseated. The regular X Factor that has the aloe vera blend in it with the methylated form of folate worked for me. And so I took one X Factor, because I did not take 2 at one time, and I took it with my breakfast. And then I would take another one with lunch. And guess what? My hair started growing back. I was so excited. My hair started growing. My skin started looking better because all of a sudden I was getting nutrients and vitamins that I did not have before. So I was really, really excited. So I stayed on the vitamin and the drink for about a week or two just by itself. And then Before starting the probiotic, I started the BioCleanse. And the reason is because I have struggled with chronic constipation my entire life. Probably the reason why I gained so much weight in the first place is because my digestion issues were so terrible. I mean, I would go once every 4 or 5 days after the surgery. No matter how much water I drank, it was just a problem. I mean, I lived on laxatives, stool softeners, whatever I could do in order to get myself to go to the bathroom. And so I told her, I said, look, I'll drop all the stuff that I'm taking to go to the bathroom and I'll try the BioCleanse and see if it works. And the BioCleanse, it's an oxygenated magnesium supplement. And what was awesome about this is that not only does it oxygenate your blood, it increases your collagen production, which helps with excess skin, and just elasticity of your skin. And I started going to the bathroom. Now for me, I'm a 4 to 6 BioCleanse kind of gal, and I take them throughout the day, depending. A lot of people start with 1 and they're totally fine and they start to use the bathroom. So you have to figure out what works for you and try it. So then I started a week or so later with the ProBio 5. Now, you may have cut off 80% of your stomach. You may have had a Roux-en-Y and changed the way your body is totally digesting food. But that 20% of your gut that's left over is still in bad gut health. It was in bad gut health before, and it's still there. The bad yeast and all the things that are in our gut that is causing us brain fog, fatigue, migraines, allergies, exhaustion, our cortisol levels to go up. All of that is still there. Yes, you're losing weight because you're obviously taking in less, but I started taking the ProBio 5 and I noticed my allergies went away. Like, I had been allergic to dogs my entire life, and all of a sudden I wasn't having to take the daily Claritin that I was taking. And I didn't even put the two together, that it was because of the probiotics I was taking. And I wasn't sick anymore. I wasn't getting the chronic sinus infections I would get constantly that I kind of chalked up to the lack of nutrition. That's why I keep getting sick. But it was because I was getting my gut healthy. So the Plexus Slim with the ProBio 5, the BioCleanse is called the Triplex. Those are the 3 that I highly recommend with the X Factor vitamin, the original X Factor vitamin, not the X Factor Plus, is what I recommend most bariatric patients start with. And I recommend they start usually about 6 months out, because you have to see if this is right for your body. Everybody's sensitivity is different. I'm gonna be honest, I've been able to eat jalapeno peppers since like month 3. And I know some people couldn't do that. I know some people have to drink small amounts of water. So it depends on your body and what's right for you. But I highly recommend that you start slow, start it in pieces, and slowly work your way up to see if this is right for you. Because this is what was right for me. But just like medications, not all medications and antidepressants work for the same person. Not everything works for everybody. Everybody's body chemistry is different. But this is what my body needed. And I'm so thankful that I kind of got over myself a little bit and tried it. And I'm thankful that my friend Heather brought it to my husband, because I was so closed-minded I wouldn't even look at it. Like, I was like, oh no, I'm not putting those chemicals in my body. And then the fact that it was network marketing, I was like, oh heck no. But I'm thankful, and I'm willing to eat crow to say the products worked for me. I feel amazing. I went on to lose 40 more pounds and reach my goal. And I stayed at my goal for several years, and I am actually 3 months post-op from having the skin surgery. So I had a lower body lift recently, and that was something I said I would never do. I was like, I'm gonna keep the skin as a trophy to remember where I've come from, and I'm not gonna have that because I don't really care, and I'm not that vain, and blah blah blah, and I don't know, everything I told myself in my head. But here's the thing, I live in Louisiana. I was wearing bodysuits and tank tops and you name it over the underneath clothes, and I couldn't wear strapless bras and wear anything that had spaghetti straps because my arms and just, I couldn't do it. Like, my body was too far gone. You can't lose that much weight and expect the body to go back to where it was. So I finally bit the bullet and I had the surgery April the 6th. I had a lower body lift. And I swear to you, it's the best thing I have ever done for myself. And I'm mad at myself for waiting so long. And I know that this is the journey that God had me on, and that I had to self-develop, and there were things that I needed to go through before I got here. But I wish I could get those 3 summers back that I stayed covered up with my kids, even though I was more confident and I knew I was thinner, but I was covering up at the beach those rolls, the skin, the leftovers from when I made bad choices. I wish I could get those summers back and be more confident with my babies. And I wish I would have made this choice a little bit sooner. But hindsight's 2020, and here we are, and I'm thankful to have found these products, and I'm thankful to have been on this journey, and I'm thankful that I had bariatric surgery and used it as a tool to get me healthy and change my habits. And I'm thankful that I tried Plexus and used it as a tool to improve my healthy habits and hold me accountable and bring me on this amazing journey. So I hope that you guys have an absolutely fabulous day, and sorry it got a little bit long, but sometimes I get a little chatty. So, all right, bye guys, thanks.